What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Mystery Monday. I'm Stevie.
I'm Savannah.
We got a double dose of mystery for you today. So, my story, it comes from Brazil. It comes from 1966. Two men were found dead on a Brazilian hilltop, dressed in suits and raincoats, with creepy lead masks covering their eyes. Next to them, a cryptic note, an empty water bottle, and whispers of a UFO overhead. This is the lead mask case of 1966. So August 20th, 1966, and you know me, if you've seen any of these videos, I'm not good at names. Don't blame me. In Niterio, Brazil, I butchered it. Let me know. A kid flying a kite on Morro del Ventim Hill spots something chilling. Two bodies laying side by side, half covered in grass. They're Manuel Pereira de Cruz and Miguel Jose Viana, both electronics technicians from a town 120 kilometers away. They're wearing suits, waterproof coats, and get this, homemade lead masks over their eyes. No blood, no wounds, just dead. Police show up the next day and find an empty water bottle, wet towels, and a notebook with instructions that sound like a mission gone very wrong. So the note says at 16:30 be at the specified location. 18:30 ingest capsules. After the effect, protect metals, await signal mask. That's the note that was left by their body.
That's weird.
Right? And if they already knew about it, like if it was both, like to me, right? If they both knew about it, why write it? And if you wrote it, cool, but like why bring it to the spot with you? Like if it's only the two of you, you should know well enough. You don't need that note. Like you already know it's two things. That's weird, unless they're trying to leave like a history of something, like trying to leave instruction. So what does that mean? Were they waiting for somebody? I don't know. Manolo and Miguel weren't just random guys. They were tech nerds with a wild side. Back in their workshop, police found electronic gear, lead scraps, and a book called Life on Planet Mars filled with their notes. They told friends that they were quote unquote contacting Mars. So they were already in the 60s. They were like, yeah, we're going to Mars. These guys were deep into spiritualism, a belief in connecting with spirits in the other worlds, and it's believed that they use the lead masks to block themselves from radiation. So that's where the whole UFO speculation comes into. They think they were trying to reach like higher extraterrestrial beings, and they didn't know what the ships would be, so they put lead masks over their face. But the speculation. Also that night, here's where it gets weirder. Locals actually swear that they saw a UFO hovering over that hill the night that they died. So maybe they truly did just contact an alien race and found out how to contact them, and they got taken away. Like, what if, because in my beliefs, like, this ain't shit. This is my body. This is my avatar. Like, my soul is my actual who I am. Like, if they transferred beings into, like, something, or, like, transferred consciousness into something, and just went to Mars. You know that them motherfuckers have better technology than we do. Crazy, right?
Imagine.
So the police were stumped. Just had no idea what was going on. They autopsies. They had no cause of death. They didn't run any toxicology reports. So even the capsules that they had put in the note, we don't know what those capsules were. We don't know if it was poison, if it was hallucinogenics, if it was. It could be literally anything. They didn't test for toxicology. With maybe back in '66 in Brazil, they maybe not had those tests. But even then, it's like, bro, you should probably have those tests. Okay, so there were no signs of a fight, no murder weapons, just two guys lying there like they'd peacefully checked out. Some thought it was a staged hit. Others thought it was an occult ritual gone wrong. There is that UFO angle, which everybody, like, you might have gotten taken by aliens. The occult ritual, there's their spiritualism obsession, the mask, the note, it screams ritual. So maybe they were trying to do something and it was from that book and they were trying to do it and it just went wrong, or it went right. Maybe they just had a successful ritual. The poisoning, they could have just took poison capsules and killed themselves. Romeo and Julieted themselves. Or like one of them million cults that are like, oh yeah, pop this and you'll see forever. They got the UFO, which obviously they might have been taken, and then murder, which they said that it's damn near impossible when no signs of struggle, no signs of anything, but it's not impossible that it was a staged murder. Like they killed those two guys, ingested them with capsules, and then staged the bodies there. So that is also another theory. But to this day, 60 years later, still nobody knows what it is. The mystery has died and buried on that hill with them people. They don't, and there's no toxicology reports. You can't do shit. So
Dude, that's freaking insane. What the heck?
Right? I always think it's crazy. Like, it's a mystery because of how. Like, we know that 2 people died, but we'll never ever know why or what happened, or they might not even have died. They might have just left their bodies.
No, and that's facts. And for my story today, it's about a 13-year-old girl, poor Eileen Misheloff, who went missing while walking home from school in 1980. What the heck happened? 13-year-old Eileen Misheloff was born March 12th, 1975. She was last seen walking home from Wells Intermediate School in Dublin, California on January 30th, 1980. At around 3 p.m. that day, several of Eileen's classmates saw her walking alone on Amador Valley Boulevard near Village Parkway and the Shamrock Shopping Center in the afternoon. Eileen was never seen again. Eileen was a figure skater, so she was released from gym class at school in order to go home and get ready for practice. On days she had to practice, Eileen would normally call her mother at work to tell her that she was home and would be picked up for practice soon. Eileen never called her mom that day.
No, she started freaking the fuck out.
Immediately, it would turn that Eileen never went to the ice rink. The coach who usually picked her up said Eileen never came out of the Misheloff home that afternoon.
She never even made it home.
I don't think so.
True, but then I'm sure neighbors would have been like, oh yeah, I saw her come home at whatever.
That's facts.
Especially back in that day, the housewives were a general, like, it was a lot of people were housewives. They were home all day.
Eileen's backpack would be found in a creek bed in John Mate Park. The park was located near where Eileen would have been walking home. Police believe that the backpack was placed there. Her family knew that Eileen would not have run away. She was a good student and would not have missed her skating lessons. However, Eileen's case would be linked to another missing girls around the East Bay area of California around the same time. But the other girls were younger than Eileen, so I'm not sure they're connected. Eileen Misheloff was last seen wearing a gray Esprit pullover sweater, gray and pink striped skirt, black low-topped head sneakers. Eileen was 5'3" tall with curly brown hair and brown eyes, and she did have braces at the time. She was last seen carrying a blue backpack and molded flute case.
That's all the information that they have.
That's everything.
There's no trace of anything. It's just she's gone.
She's just gone. They do have some links in here, but I think that's just information for this.
And it's a damn shame. So it was actually found, her book bag was actually found in the water, right?
It
like
was
in the creek bed. Because,
in the creek bed,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, so then that wipes out fingerprints too. Like, they wouldn't be able to test for that. Because that would be the only piece of information that you could really get anything off of if you can't find anything.
Because let me look up this park real quick, because it said it was in a creek bed in John Mate Park.
We do updates. We do research for y'all. Even if it was found off of the side on here, I'm sure they probably threw it into the water and it probably washed the sore. And even with that, with the cloth backpack, most of that shit's going to soak in and those fingerprints are going to be destroyed. That's wild. Because honestly, and back in the day, there's no cameras. There's no, I mean, you're not.
Especially in the 80s.
Just fucking wild, dude. But you would think in California, you would think that there would be a dense enough, or like there'd be enough people around. Like even back then, like I know it's got to have a higher population back in the day too.
I mean, yeah, but it might have been like a smaller town. I don't know how the area of Dublin, California is.
I thought it was going to be like Ireland when you said Wales and then you said Dublin. I was like, oh, this is definitely in Europe. No, this is in America. Crazy.
Yeah, this
is crazy. There's absolutely just vanished. No trace of nothing.
Just freaking gone,
like, because you would even think like it looks like there's like dirt paths or like shit like that. Which, and who knows how extensive of a search that they were even able to do, but like you would think that they'd be able to find
At least something.
Like some trackings or some markings or some tree breakage that would look like 6 foot high or like 5 foot, whatever, you know. You would think that there'd be something that would have some lead. But the fact that it's literally just, oh, there's a fucked up book bag, she never showed up, and this is what she was wearing. Which is crazy because that can be changed in, what, a matter of fucking minutes? Poor baby.
I don't like this.
This
I
shit's
don't like
crazy.
it.
There's really no solving on that one, I don't think.
No.
Well, here's your daily sad Monday.
Yeah,
The
because
person gone missing.
it sucks for her, sucks for her family. They'll never have closure. She was probably put through some stuff.
Facts.
Horrible.
RIP, if she is dead, RIP to her. Hopefully there's closure somewhat to the family in some way. But I mean, yeah, for real, prayers up. There's not really much you can say about that. Just prayers up. Well, thanks for tuning in for another Monday Mysteries. If you love unsolved mysteries, love wrapping your mind around some shit that just does not make sense, you came to the right place. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscription, comment, tell us what you think.